Okay, I want to say that lately I've been feeling sick. Like I've been feeling hungry. Hungry, constantly hungry. Like I guess you could say it's the sensation. It is the sensation of feeling hungry, but like four or five, 6 times worser than just a stomach growl, you know. Because you get that stomach growl. Okay, it's like 6, 7 times worser than that, and it feels like you're constantly feeling like hungry. My stomach all day long is growling. You know, is all day long is growling. And I feel sick. You know, I've been eating two soups, two ramen noodle soups, and one pancake every day. I don't eat more. I don't eat more. I eat two ramen noodle soups and one pancake. And sometimes I don't eat the pancake. I just eat the two soups. So I was like saying, what's happening to me? You know, they that are here at this position, that are right here at my disposition, they know what's going on. You know, they're waiting. You know, and so like I said, I feel sick right now. I feel sick. I can't eat nothing. Everything tastes like meat everywhere. Everybody's acting stupid. I'm not eating nothing whatsoever. I'm eating two soups a day. I'm not eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'm just eating two soups. That's all I'm eating every day. And I have been eating two soups for the past 3 months. Nothing but soups, you know? And so I don't know, like I just think that this phase is about to, how would you say it, pass. You know, I think that this is a phase that I had that they are making me go through, and that it will soon be over. This where I'm constantly hungry and I'm constantly hungry and I'm feeling sick. All that shit's gonna fade pretty soon. You know, that just goes to show, how much they eat. One day in the far future, because in the United States, you see, fat fucks, fat kids throw bitch fits in public for food. You see them throw bitch fits, way. You see them throw themselves on the floor and start crying for food, you know. And the adults, they do the same thing. You know, you hardly see those situations happen. It's most likely you're gonna see kids, little fat kids, you know, in public throwing themselves on the floor. You don't see adults do that, but here in Mexico, they don't admit. They don't. You'll never see a fat kid throw themselves on the floor and start crying for food here in Mexico. They don't admit. They say that the fat people are full of air. They say the fat person, like, if you draw near to a fat person here in Mexico, they won't say that they eat like a mess, like a table full of food, which is what they do. They won't say that. They'll say that they only eat one plate of food, and that their fat is air. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with these fat people. I really don't know what's going to happen, because I feel sick. I feel sick. I feel hungry all day, you know, and and when I eat, because I would eat a lot, I'll get fat. Like all my arm will be fat, you know, will be fat from right here, and it's not muscle. It's not muscle. It's blood. It's blood that fills up, because at first, I would get hungry and I was like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. My stomach is growling, You know, I'm going to eat. And I would eat. And then I started to get fat instantly. Instantly, I started to get fat. My legs, my feet, my, you know, my upper body, my arms, they would all get fat. It all started to get fat. I started to get fat. I started to, how would you say it, pick up weight, right? But then I realized that my arm was hot. It was hot. And that it's actually blood, that it's not muscle, that the food that I'm eating has this chipotle, has this blood clock, you know, has this blood clock in it, and that the food has more blood than anything. And that when if I eat a lot, my body will become full of blood. It won't be muscle, it will be a whole bunch of blood. Whole bunch of blood. And I feel my mouth full of blood. If I'm brushing my teeth or if I use a toothpick, blood starts to come out of my mouth. When I brush my teeth and when I use a toothpick, where my gums are so sensitive and that I have so much blood in my system that any little thing, it was like when I was a kid, I had blood I would bleed so much that it wasn't even funny. You know, I remember numerous times you get hit in the nose a little bit, whole bunch of blood. Where does it come from? Where does it come from? Where does so much blood come from? Where you're just to hit yourself on the nose a little bit and boom. I remember getting a whole bunch of towels and putting them. Oh shit, you're bleeding. Whole bunch of blood. Where does the blood come from?